All right. We got through the big three.
We did. It took a long time.
It did, but it was necessary. Necessary evil.
Good, because this is going to be quick.
All right, so what came out first? EA, right?
EA.
We'll talk EA. EA, they obviously had their Anthem.
Yep.
Anthem presentation, which...
Disappointed.
I'm not excited for,
Neither
really.
am I. More excited for Division.
We've talked about it at the end of the Microsoft reaction video where or I should call it the post, is basically... It felt like it's all this... They talk about how big the game is, but what they showed was all, like, straightforward. There was no big open world sort of going on. And there was, like, a few enemies here, an enemy there, but you could just blow them up once with, like, a rocket or two or something like that. So it didn't...
We just need to hear more, and it's a little bit frightening that they're planning on releasing this game in February with so little that we know about. So they didn't talk about Endgame or anything like that. There was no information about it. I'm not going to keep speculating. We'll just see, but I really don't think this game's coming out in February.
Yeah,
and it was on Xbox's stage too, which was a big deal last year that it showed up on Xbox's stage, and they announced it there, and then it was nowhere to be found on Xbox stage this year.
Yeah,
Division took up the...
That's right.
Bigger part of it.
And that's another game I'm on the fence about because... Well, we'll get into that. Battlefield 5.
Yep.
I mean, that's what
I don't even remember. I think I stepped away to watch it, but I heard it was like nothing special.
The same thing with me. I caught the recap of it, so I already knew much with the reveal, what they were showing.
Battlefield's Battlefield.
It's Battlefield. I'm excited for it. I think they're making some cool changes, adding some neat things. When the game comes out, I'll check it out.
Yep.
Okay, so I mean, Battlefront 2, they have new modes. I've talked about this a million times. The original Xbox, Battlefront 2, that's my Battlefront 2. This is not my Battlefront 2.
I had to play the multiplayer. Like I said, I played the main campaign, a little bit of the extra DLC, the story DLC.
Yeah.
I haven't gone back and played the multiplayer yet, but maybe with the Clone Wars stuff, maybe I'll jump back in and play.
Yeah. Command & Conquer.
Mobile game took too long. It was up there for too long.
I'm not I never...
They shouldn't have showed a live gameplay demo.
Yeah.
Just said, hey, try it out today. If you're going to let me try it today in alpha form, why did I need to see the gameplay video?
Right.
Moving on.
I'm not a fan of Command & Conquer type style with RTS, right?
Yes.
Yeah. I mean, listen, a lot of people have... My brother played them. I just... Point and clicks. I need to be invested and sucked into the world, really, to enjoy the game. FIFA 19.
Doesn't speak to me. People love FIFA.
Yeah, I mean, good for them. I
don't know why they need to show that. Like, I think at this point, too, FIFA and Madden should just be like a reveal event, like separate from E3. And they can just have their community focus in on that and really dive into what the changes are making.
I don't want to alienate anyone I
agree
these
that.
Games.
But it's just like, it's not an announcement. Like, everybody knows FIFA and Madden come every single year.
And I absolutely. And I guess people get excited for it, but a lot of people at E3 are excited for something crazy to be
people
announced.
that watch a lot of E3 I don't think are the same kind of people that play FIFA and Madden.
Like I said, I don't play either of them. I'm not saying they're bad games. If I went to someone's house and played it, I'd have a great damn time. I really would. But I can't sit by myself and play through the game's campaign and all that stuff. Like, if I'm going to play a sport, I'd rather go outside and play a sport.
Yep.
Or if I'm going to play it, have a bunch of people play it with me.
I'd rather just watch football. That
too. NBA Live, a lot of stuff like that. What is this?
That's that
Sea of Solitude.
Yeah.
Looked interesting. That's the one where like the girl
it's still
has
kind of
like
awkward. Yeah. It's like they're dealing with she's dealing with
loneliness, right? I mean, it could be awesome. It could be one of those games.
I mean, it looks neat.
Indie games that.
Yeah.
But anyway, Star Wars.
Yeah, which was nothing.
Basically,
like, hey, this is the name of it, Jedi Fallen Order. Okay.
The interviewer pulled the guy aside and sitting in his chair.
Yeah.
Asked him some questions, and he really seemed like he wanted to say something, but he couldn't.
I thought they were gonna have a reveal or something.
Because they didn't want to overshadow the new stuff coming to Battlefront 2. That's my theory.
Probably.
So they were just like, yeah, it's coming out. It's gonna be a bunch of lightsabers. You're gonna be a Jedi. It's gonna be sweet. Thanks for watching. Goodbye. But I think that's a game to watch, though. I mean, look out for.
Oh no, I'm excited for it. I just don't know why you even have that little back and forth if you're not gonna
Yeah.
Show something.
Yeah, I know. That was kind of, like I said, I feel like that was weird and awkward. But anyway, Jedi, can't go wrong. That's going to be good. So we have this Unravel 2, this yarn game, yarn-looking people.
Yeah.
I'm sure it's probably fun. Very interesting ways of going through the game. The first one I heard was actually pretty cool, and they're addressing the issues that were in that game. So that should be fun for people that enjoy that. If it's interesting, I'll play it. If I hear it's a good game, I'll check it out.
Yeah, it was just shadow released today or that day.
Yeah, but anyway,
So
that's pretty much it. What did you think of this conference? Did you watch the conference? Or did you catch like a recap?
No, I watched it. It was fine. Nothing got me excited.
Well, this was Saturday. This was like the first one that came out.
About it. Like Anthem, I thought was going to come out in a big way and show some cool stuff. Or I would have seen, like, if I got to actually see what this new Star Wars game was, maybe I would have been more excited. But like at the end of the day, we didn't really get much more information than we already had about the games that they announced. So, or that they showed. The indie stuff was cool and whatnot, but it's just I don't even know why bother.
That's one thing that I think that these guys are missing the point of E3, I should say.
Yeah.
Like, you have your Gears of War 5 reveal.
Yeah.
Where it wasn't just a title screen. Yeah. It was a trailer, a gameplay.
Yep.
You see everything. Get people excited for it.
Mm-hmm.
It's coming out next year. That sort of thing.
Yeah.
You don't just have some guy in an audience, a developer, and be like, hey, how's that Star Wars game you're working on? Yeah, well, there's gonna be Jedi, and it's can't talk about it, but thanks for bothering me.
Thanks for listening.
But anyway, E3 or EA at E3, not really too much going on. Anthem, I really thought they were gonna show more, make a big deal about it. They made a big deal about it, but I'm not interested in what they showed me. Like, it doesn't, because there's so much stuff out now that is big, and this game just seems like another introduction to that stuff, and it's not new, it's not exciting, it's just more of the same we've done before. It's basically what I say when we watched the Microsoft, it was all the good games in like one, which isn't a bad thing. Like, I was talking about Titanfall,
like Monster Hunter, like they're talking about like Destiny, Monster Hunter.
Destiny meets Titanfall 2 with Monster Hunter, and that should be a good thing. But the problem that I'm already looking at here is I feel like the gameplay slows down when you get in your what do you call them? Your javelins. And that's like, you only have a few techniques. Each javelin's going to be a different class, which is cool. You can jump from one to the other without having to devote to one class. But I don't know. Like, if it ends up just being where you'd rather just run around without the javelin, that's going to be a problem, because they seem to be really pushing that. But I don't know. Maybe we'll see. I don't know
enough about it to make a conscious
your conscience
understanding of what's supposed to be.
So anyway, EA, there's a lot of games coming out, and they're all going to be good for the most part. People who like Command & Conquer, they're going to love that game. FIFA, Madden, they're going to love that game. NBA, Live, they're going to love those games. People playing Battlefront 2, I'm sure they're going to love this stuff. So nothing bad was really shown.
Mm-hmm.
Like, there wasn't a game where you're like, that just looks terrible. But the conference, nothing new that we haven't seen before. So that's something that really, hopefully, like, because Microsoft, they showed Anthem, right?
Last year, not this year.
They showed it last year. But it's funny because a year from then, not much has changed, right? Like,
but we don't know much about what happened.
The demo that they showed last year or whatever.
We showed more, I think, in the demo last year than they showed this year.
Yeah. But I don't know. Anyway, we'll move on to Bethesda.
Do you want to give it a grade?
I think I did see the conference, but I don't.
C-. You're
going to give it a C-.
Moving on.
Really? Okay.
It's going to be a two-way tie at the bottom with Square and EA.
I'm giving it a C+. Why? Because Sony needs to learn that presentation.
That's absolutely fine. Moving on.
And the problem is, too, like, none of these games were. It was like the Nintendo problem.
Yeah.
It was just things we knew that were coming out, nothing exciting. So, moving on to Bethesda. Did you watch Bethesda at all?
I did.
Okay.
Watched the whole thing.
Now,
there were some awkward moments.
they started out with the band, right?
With Andrew WK. That's him.
I think that's who it is.
Yeah. And I thought again that was going to be a trailer behind as the music was going.
I love the meme behind it where they're like, it was just basically like when you thought you were coming to watch games, and you see the guy like rocking out, and the audience is just like,
that's how they were though.
Straight face.
It was awkward.
Yeah. But anyway, so yeah, Bethesda, they have everything. Fallout 76, they gave us a little more information about that.
It's going to be a multiplayer game.
I like that it's a multiplayer game.
It's going to be interesting. I'm actually more interested about it now that it's a multiplayer game.
Of course, I asked my brother, like, hey, it's co-op and stuff. He goes, oh, great, you're going to play it on PC? I'm like, crap. If my PC can play it.
Yeah.
If not, I'd rather have it on a console. Like, the mods are probably going to be insane for that game.
Yeah.
But if it's on console,
there's some mods with Xbox.
Xbox might allow it too.
Rage 2. Pleasantly surprised. As a shooter fan, there was some cool stuff in there I was interested in. So, like the gun mechanics and everything look pretty cool. So I'm not going to go jump on the bandwagon and be super hyped. I am cautiously excited.
I like the gore and the...
It looks crazy.
Yeah.
It looks nuts. It looks like a lot of fun.
I think there was someone saying that it wasn't multiplayer, though.
No, I mean, it may not be.
But everything has...
Avalanche are the guys that did Mad Max Fury Road,
so that was
and
good.
they did Just Cause too.
Right.
So they're talented. So I think they could pull it off and make a decent game out of it.
It looks fun. It looked great. I mean, it's all PC footage, so I'm sure the consoles are bad. This was hilarious.
Oh my god, it's so good.
Very special. It's so good.
Edition. Evidently, it works. They do have it on the Alexas, the Echoes.
I love how he's at the end with the fridge.
No, my favorite thing was eat all the cheese.
Eat all the cheese.
Eat all the cheese.
Honey, remember, you have a problem with the dairy. Oh, right, of course, thank you. Eat all the cheese.
That's so good.
I just love the fact that Skyrim is literally feels like it's on everything.
But that was so awesome about them. They don't take themselves seriously. They made a joke.
And they had the Etch-a-Sketch.
Yep.
That was hilarious. I love that. Doom.
Yep, exciting. I gotta go. I like Bethesda as like a developer. They're privately owned. They don't really get too into the weeds about what they need to do to stay relevant. They just keep making their stuff.
Yeah.
All their games have like a good following. They have a core audience. And I've started up Doom 3 times, and I still just cannot bring myself to finish the game.
I played Doom once when Jake brought it over.
Yeah.
And I think we did a Let's Play of it. And I enjoy what I saw. I don't know, but then again, I don't know if it would...
It was just kind of repetitive.
Now,
and that's the kind of the way I felt with like even like Dishonored and stuff like that too. So
yeah, you had an issue with Dishonored too. I mean, we played it a lot.
I've started that game a few times. I've started Doom a few times. It's just like I don't know if just Destiny ruined shooters for me or
it's got to be your mindset.
Like maybe I guess I just got to I just got to get in there and play it.
Like I asked my brother because he plays it on his PC.
Yeah.
And I asked him, he's like, yeah, I play Doom all the time. He's like, nothing's better than coming home after like a frustrating day of work and just like bashing heads.
Yeah, but it's just like how it's just you're doing that all the time. Now I'm excited that they announced Doom. I thought it was great that they're continuing with their game. They announced a new expansion type thing with like Wolfenstein. But again, Wolfenstein I started once. I haven't picked it up and tried to play it again. I just gotta set my mind to it and play it.
I like how they didn't name it Doom 2. I like how there's like a catch eternal to it.
Yeah.
Because basically Doom 2 Hell on Earth is pretty much what this game's gonna end up being. Because it's basically everything's on Earth, I guess.
That's what they're saying. Yeah.
So I mean, looked like there's gonna be a hell of a lot more bad guys. I'm sure it's gonna be revamped and everything, so it's gonna be good. I'm sure it's gonna be great. I'm excited for that. Wolfenstein the Youngblood, that's what you were just saying with the Quake Champions. That's kind of cool.
That's been out for a little while. I guess there's still that was at least though with that though they know they have their core audience, so they got out there, talked about it real quick, and kind of went away. It didn't linger on too far.
Well, that's I think a lot of
and the same with like the Elder Scrolls Online and stuff like that. The Legends card game.
You need to know when to talk about a game and when not to talk about a game, and I think they did it pretty well here.
Yeah.
Elder Scrolls Online. Once again, it's an Elder Scrolls game. It looks great, but it's all PC stuff, so...
I'm surprised that they announced the next Elder Scrolls.
Well, here's the thing. I mean, it was
But I
just
guess-
it was a teaser, right?
Yeah, that and Starfield. So they're working on two big, we're assuming two huge RPGs. One of them Starfield, and the other one's Elder Scrolls 6.
I feel like this was like coming though.
Everybody knew it was coming. Like, it's not surprising that they announced it. It's just that they announced it without anything. And I don't know if they're to the point either. Some people were bringing up too that like a lot of their stuff gets leaked periodically. Like Rage 2 got leaked.
Mm-hmm. They made fun of that, right?
Fallout got leaked. No, Fallout didn't get leaked.
The guy was like, "Thank you, Walmart
Canada." Yeah. So, but like maybe it is just like there's just kind of tired. They're gonna get ahead of it and be like, "Yeah, this game's coming and we're working on it." Like that could be enough to get them hyped for a period of time.
Yeah. I mean, because my brother Chris, he texted me. He's like, "Oh, I'm still freaking about Elder Scrolls 6." I'm
it's
like,
probably 3 or 4 years away though. Maybe
might not
2.
be. Might not be.
Maybe 2.
2. Next console, next generation, could be.
Well, that's what they said. Starlight was a next generation game.
Yeah.
So it very well could be. Like that will be on Xbox.
You know what's hilarious? Starlight, right? Is what it is.
Starfield.
No,
Starfield. Yeah.
I thought Starfield, what they were talking about,
Yeah,
was the same game that had Fox in it. Star Fox.
Star Fox, John.
That's why I was like, wait, because it's Star. What is that one? Starlight. That one's Starlight or something like that.
I don't know what you're talking about right now.
The game.
I'm very confused.
The game that has the exclusive.
Let's just do our grades, John, and move on. Okay.
Okay, Bethesda, grade, give it.
I like what they showed. There was some awkward moments with the actual press conference. It was a cool setup for the stage. What did I give Microsoft?
A minus.
I think I'd give them a B. I like what they showed. They stuck to the point for the most part. The Andrew WK thing was a little bit weird. But they have a core audience, and they showed a lot of the stuff that they're working on. They announced some new games, which got some people excited. Elder Scrolls, the new Doom game, Wolfenstein's got more content coming out for it. So they're supporting all these great games that they have. And yeah, I mean, that's just the way it is.
I'm gonna give them a B+. Same thing. You exactly what you said. It's just I liked what they showed.
Mm-hmm.
You know, everything had. It was great.
Yeah.
Everything they showed was great, and it made me laugh.
Had some fun.
Made me
laugh.
That that was funny. The beginning was so weird though. That was the problem. That's why it's a B. I don't know why they did it. The audience clearly didn't like it.
Mm-hmm.
It makes sense if they were playing with the gameplay.
Yeah.
That would make more sense than just watching them. I think maybe that's what they were intending to do at first.
Maybe.
And then something went wrong. Anyway, yeah, I'll give them a B+. Good for them. Skyrim, always good. Did I say Skyrim? I meant to say Bethesda. I don't know why I said. Anyway, let's move on to Ubisoft. But before we do, make sure you leave us a comment down below of what you thought of the Bethesda pre-show presentation. I don't know what I'm saying. Anyway, Ubisoft.
Excited for Assassin's Creed. Not much excited for anything else other than Rainbow Six.
Yeah.
Oh, and Division.
Actually, I didn't get to see this presentation. I saw the recap of it, and when I saw... Actually, no, I'm sorry. I saw the end. I saw the reveal of this, and it got me very excited.
Yeah.
And I thought I missed other things, but apparently I did not. And there was a strange Just Dance thing happening.
There's always a strange Just Dance thing happening. There's nothing new to that.
Beyond Good and Evil 2.
It's starting to get up there with Death Stranding.
Here's the thing, though. At least
a cooler trailer.
At least the trailer was interesting and entertaining. Yes, I give him that. The Death Stranding needs to go away. I'm sorry. It's just I'm very sick of that. Joseph Gordon-Levitt here with his happy-go-lucky. He's awesome. I love this guy. But anyway, I'm not sure if his plan is going to work for the game that he's talking about. You know, it's basically like, okay, I'm going to make music, but I have to collab with this person over here. I don't know how that's going to work. A lot of people want to do this stuff and have it their own. You know, you have Instagram, instant gratification.
Yeah.
Everything's your own, right? It's an interesting idea. I like the idea of bringing people together. I mean, I get it if it's like I play drums, you play guitar.
Yeah, you could do that, something like that. It could be it.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like, I don't know enough about it.
I can ink
to speak
something.
about
Could
it.
you color it for me?
Yeah.
You know, something like that, and we'll put it on this wall.
Yeah.
I guess that's something good. I mean, there's a whole industry with this sort of thing, so that should be interesting. It's called Hit Record, is what he's doing, and that's going to be what game is that going to be tied into?
Beyond Good and Evil.
It's going to be tied into Beyond Good and Evil too. So, it's first game, good stuff to do with movies. Trials. I saw the guy come out in the motorcycle thing.
It's not a thing for me, so I'm not gonna.
He came out. He stumbled. I didn't know what the hell was going on. And all right, so Division 2. Let's talk Division 2.
I'm excited.
You're excited for Division 2?
I think so. I don't know. It's always been the gameplay with Division 2. Like, it's just third-person shooter, bullet spongy enemies. I really was kind of hoping they were going to go, like, the mutated enemy types so you can have a little bit more variety. It doesn't look like that's what they're doing.
Yeah.
But they did say that all the DLC is going to be free. You're going to have an 8-player raid.
Right.
You're going to have some specializations after you level up. I mean, it sounds all good. Like I said, I'm going to have to play it myself and try and get a feel for it.
I would play the first one again.
But I will say this, John, and you're not going to like this potentially.
That's it. I'm out.
With Division 2, with that, as much as they talked about Division 2, and like Rainbow Siege came out and they still had their like little moment for the esports element of the documentary.
The 300 and something million.
There was no talk about any kind of further content for like Ghost Recon. I don't know if Ghost Recon is going to get any kind of expansion or sequel anytime soon. I think Division 2 is probably going to take up some of that.
Could be. And I honestly don't, I'm not scared of that. I'm not sad of that. Ghost Recon 2, I've been playing with my brother. That's kind of been our co-op game of choice. He's played it for a very long time. He actually platinumed it without getting the DLC, but anyway. So I've been just playing with him. I like the additions they've been adding to it with the Predator and the Splinter Cell mission, or the Sam Fisher mission, I should say. Division 2, I played the Division more than most people in the beginning, but then I fell out because I felt like I was playing fighting the same bad guy, playing the same thing over and over again.
Same way.
And what I'm watching in the Division 2 looks exactly the same thing that I played. The same bad guy with the freaking tank on his back was the exact same thing that they had in this demo.
Yep.
I'm not excited for the Division 2. It looks the exact same thing. It looks the same bad guy. They have little new gadgets. That's cool and all, but they're really going to have to show me something different to be like, okay, I'm going to play that. If not, I'll just play the first one a little bit more.
Or play Destiny with space magic.
I'll play that.
Yeah.
There's space magic.
Anyway.
But moving on.
I agree with what you said, though.
Okay. Mario plus Rabbids, and there's a Donkey Kong DLC. I'm sure it's a great thing. The first
for people that like it.
Mario vs. Rabbids enjoyed it.
This was interesting.
Skull and Bones. What do you think of a serious pirate game?
I mean, I like the idea. I just think that it's just because it's primarily just pirate ship battles. Like, it's not going to be for me. Unless it's like Assassin's Creed 4, where they have open worlds and they have you do stuff other than that. But it sounds and looks like it's just going to be primarily pirate ship battles.
See, here's what I kind of nailed just now with my problem with a game like Forza Horizon.
Yeah.
And a game like this. We're so used to open world stuff. I don't like being confined to something. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Like, if I'm playing Forza, I want to get out of the car, maybe do something. Or have, like, crazy destructibility in my car so I can blow stuff up. Keep me interested.
Yep.
Keeping me on a ship, I'm sure it's all well and good. I'm sure there's plenty to do. You can do a lot of cool things, blow things up, whatever. I'm not interested in it.
Okay.
If I can't do anything but be on a ship, I'm not going to be interested in it. But that's just me. That's just the way I'm used to playing games. I like to explore different other things. It looked great. It looks cool. You can blow stuff up, and that's pretty much all you can do. I'm
sure you'll find a community.
And maybe there's a Kraken and a Megalodon in this one as well.
Maybe.
Transference. That looked very interesting. Very interesting.
Yeah, I mean, this should be a good creepy VR game.
I'm into the horror stuff, and I think VR is gonna work best with horror.
Yeah, hands down.
It seemed very, very strange, but very interesting. I'm very interested to see where this game goes.
And you can play it without VR, they said too. So
which is good. Yeah. Which is good because if you get motion sickness, which I might, because I get that, but if a game like this, it might be a little bit tamer.
Yeah.
And plus, you'll probably be more scared than sick.
Yep.
So, but anyway, that's cool. Starlink, that's the game I was thinking of.
Yeah.
Oh. You know what I'm saying?
I now understand what you're saying.
So I thought that big
Starfield,
like that next gen. When they showed Starlink, I thought that's what that was. And when they showed me this, I was like, this looks nothing
Ubisoft, Bethesda, John.
I read you. So Starlink, it is what it is.
Star Fox.
They got Star Fox for Nintendo Switch only, which
cheap thrill. Cheap way to get people talking about your game.
Yeah, pretty much. But
get Star Fox in there.
Good for them.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'll ever play this game. It looks like a game.
I mean, it is interesting though. It is. It's worth a comment. Of just that Nintendo continues to keep partnering with Ubisoft pretty strongly.
Yeah.
For their stuff. So.
I think it's cool that they added Star Fox.
Yeah.
If they're gonna add anybody, that's cool that they are.
I mean, it could be a better Star Fox game that we got. And
there you go. I mean, you can call it Starlink, Star Fox.
Yep.
For Atlas. And there's Miyamoto enjoying his present.
Yep.
Okay. For Honor. What do you think of For Honor?
I didn't really see much of it. I think I was like doing dishes or something. I
left to do chores.
Like, I mean, it's just For Honor. I know has a really big fan base. I can't really speak to it. I mean, I'm sure this is exciting for a lot of people. I don't have anything to add to it. Mm-hmm. It's a cool game.
It's basically it's a new mod. And big expansion called Marching Fire. Teams of 4 against one another. The expansion will also get a trailer, introduce a new faction, 4 new fighters, some unveiled single-player content. They described it as For Honor's biggest, most ambitious expansion so far. I never played For Honor. I'm not into For Honor, but it looked interesting when I watched it. I don't know. Unfortunately, I don't want to. I have nothing bad to say about it, but I have nothing good to say. I liked what I saw, but I don't know if I'd ever play it.
I haven't played it. I don't know if I'll ever play it.
But it wasn't a new game. It was just a new mode that they're showing. So, but here's the big one: Assassin's Creed Odyssey.
Yep.
I was actually very surprised what I saw. It got me excited.
Looks really good.
And Assassin's Creed games do not get me excited.
Yeah, looks really good. I'm probably gonna play it.
And it's basically the only thing that I have one gripe about from what I saw.
Yeah.
I mean, listen, you're a part of a Spartan army. There's big battles going on. Like you said, where's your hood? Where's your hood? It's not Assassin's Creed without the hood. I was like, you traded in for a Spartan helmet. I'm okay with that. I mean, this is Assassin's Creed games are like this, but we're talking Spartan. We're talking Sparta. Mm-hmm. When you fight somebody, I want to see like intense like sword fighting and not just like hitting, nothing's happening, hitting, and then blocking.
Yeah.
Like what we saw, there was no blood. I don't want to sound like a gore freak here because I was talking about Doom and stuff like that, but I do. And
I mean, you might see it. They might have just not shown it for the
Ghost
trailer.
Tsushima. But it just seemed like when they hit, like nothing happened. It was just like nothing. And then you're talking about like a Spartan game that needs to be like really intense. But anyway, the game looks cool. There's decision making factors and stuff like that. And I mean, you're the big Assassin's Creed player here amongst the two of us. What do you think?
No, I'm excited for it. I mean, I want to say I'm going to play it. It's like an investment when you play an Assassin's Creed game nowadays. They're doubling down on the RPG elements too. So it looks like that's the way that they're going to go. I'm not a huge fan of the way that they did it because it's like more of a Dark Souls-y, Bloodborne type of fighting style now. I'm not a huge fan of that. I kind of liked it when I can do cool stuff really quickly and take out like 3 or 4 guys. But, it's adapting. It probably needed to adapt. So it is what it is. I mean, I think it's awesome that they're going to Ancient Greek. But I just don't know. Like, the franchise just keeps evolving and going to these different places, but, like, the story is just convoluted. Like, I guess there's a story in the real world, but I don't even know if Ubisoft knows what that is anymore.
Well, here's a fun thing, too. One thing about Assassin's Creed games, you can climb and I don't remember seeing any climbing in this trailer.
Oh no, there is. I'm pretty sure I saw something along those lines. There's definitely something where they can parkour. There's no Assassin's Creed game without parkouring.
Watch it. I don't know if there is.
No,
I don't.
Definitely
I think but anyway, it looks different enough where I'm actually excited for it. It looks cool, the battles and stuff like that. So, but and that was pretty much the biggest thing from the Ubisoft one because, and that's actually what I came on when I started watching it. How would you grade this presentation?
I thought the presentation was pretty tight. C+.
You gave it a C+?
Yeah. I thought Assassin's Creed looked good. Division looks interesting.
Okay. I am torn. I want to give it a C, but I gave PlayStation C. So I'm going to give this a C+. Why? Because PlayStation needs to learn. The presentation sucked, but their games looked awesome. I have to keep saying that. The games were great, but the presentation with guitar playing and the flute playing, unnecessary. Intermission, what the hell is that?
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, Ubisoft, like you said, you liked what you saw with Division 2 and the Assassin's Creed. And Assassin's Creed, I thought was a big surprise for me, the way that they're doing it. It's a little bit... I guess it reminds me of the Black Flag sort of thing, where that kind of took place. Like, it wasn't just like climbing buildings, but now you can be on ships and stuff like that.
Yeah, there's a little bit more to it. More environment.
Right, so I thought that was cool. I didn't watch the Just Dance thing. I had no interest in that. Saw the trailer for Beyond Good and Evil 2. There's no gameplay, just a trailer. Like I said, the trailer looked fun. Who knows what's going to be. And really, that was it. Division 2, like I said, it doesn't impress me yet. I'm sure it's going to be a lot better. They've learned you got the free DLC, which is awesome. You're going to have the raids, which is going to bring people in.
Yep.
It's going to be a big game. I think it's going to be a big game. They've learned, so we'll see. Does it kill Ghost Recon? Does that mean that Ghost Recon's dead? I don't know.
They should go away for a while.
I'm okay with it. I like Ghost Recon, but at the same time, the missions feel the same in a sense.
I just thought it was interesting that they didn't make any kind of comment about
That's true, actually. That's a good thing.
Well, they're still talking about Rainbow Six Siege and Oh, and there was no Splinter Cell.
Oh,
everybody's talking about Splinter Cell. There's no Splinter Cell.
Yeah, we thought that was going to be a big thing too. So that's disappointment there.
Maybe next year. I know Watch Dogs because of Assassin's Creed.
Yeah, that's
interesting.
True. I mean, really. I guess if you want to go back and just kind of sum up.
Well, there was Square Enix too.
I didn't put Square Enix on our little list here, but I will scroll
just
down.
To make a comment about Square Enix. Kingdom Hearts showed up on 3 different conferences.
I'm not looking forward to Kingdom Hearts 3.
I'm not invested in it. People are excited about it. They have a
they're invested.
They have their fan base there. But Square didn't show anything new. They just showed stuff that we looked at. Tomb Raider.
Yeah, Final Fantasy is merging with Monster Hunter.
Yeah, there's a crossover event.
Captain Spirit.
Yeah,
it's a free game.
It's a free game.
So that's pretty interesting.
But overall, it was like 20 minutes. I think it was like a short, like little media press briefing. I don't know.
What about
for me? That is a solid D because they had no surprises. They have Avengers that they're working on. They could have said something about that, and they didn't do that.
What about The Quiet Man? That was like the like.
That was though.
I don't know if that was supposed to be like a trailer, live action trailer. Or
I think it was supposed to morph into the gameplay like they showed. But even with
it looked real though. Like, it looked like real people.
And then it morphed in, and then it looked like regular gameplay, like a beat 'em up game, rock'em sock'em game.
Yeah, but it was it didn't show much of it, but that's something that we could be interested in. I mean, Octopath Traveler, of course.
Solid D.
Really?
Yeah.
You weren't excited for Just Cause 4? I mean, you've seen it already, but...
just solid D just for wasting my time, because they shouldn't have done a press conference if they weren't going to bring anything to it.
I got you. Quiet Man was pretty much the only new thing that I remember.
Octopath Traveler we saw at Nintendo.
We saw the Captain Spirit at Microsoft.
Yep.
So
Tomb Raider we saw at Microsoft.
okay, so conference-wide, not games.
It's not even a conference. It was just a media thing.
Yeah. So basically,
Like Connect.
Okay.
Or Direct.
I gotcha.
Someone say D.
C+.
Okay.
I'm not going under Sony.
Okay.
They need to learn.
Okay. That is all the conferences that we will be talking about.
Yeah, we're done with the conferences. So, Carmine.
Yes.
What did you think of this E3 this year?
Good. Not great, but good.
Good, but not great.
Good, but not great.
Me, personally, very disappointed.
Yeah.
When I think of E3, I think, like we've mentioned it before, it's the Super Bowl of video games.
Mm-hmm.
There was very little new announcements.
Yep.
Everything that was supposed to be new was underwhelming.
Except for Gears of War 5.
Gears of War 5 was a big surprise. In retrospect, at the time, we thought the conference wasn't that good at the time. But
now that all the other conferences went,
looking back,
it
was probably one of the better ones.
Yeah, it absolutely was.
Halo was a huge disappointment for me. Everyone gets excited when things get announced, but we know they're coming.
Yeah.
So just announcing something doesn't do anything for me anymore.
Nope.
We just assume it's coming.
Yep.
So when you don't talk about it, that's a bad thing.
It is a bad thing.
Gears of War 5, like we said, was a big one because they actually had...
They redeemed themselves.
A trailer.
I went from being very sad to very happy very quickly.
Well, they showed the pops thing,
pop
which we're not...
No.
No. So basically, Gears of War 5 was a big... Because they had things to show. And it looked like they were moving in a good direction. That got you excited, which gets me excited.
Yep.
Battletoads, they didn't show anything, but they told us what it was going to be.
Mm-hmm.
The 2.5D, it's going to be 4K. 3-player couch co-op. They tell you that right then and there. So right away, I'm sold. It's going to be great. The rest, like I said, I mean, Resident Evil 2, that was a nice surprise. Because I was excited for that, but
let's do this then. Top 3 that you're excited for, games that you're excited for.
Doesn't matter what conference it was
Doesn't
from.
matter. Top 3.
Resident Evil. Resident Evil, Battletoads. Even though I didn't see anything of it, it's exciting.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna say Gears. And the reason I say that is because it was a surprise. Like I said, I still catch up on the series, but based on what you're telling me, you're not giving any spoilers, but based on what you're showing me and telling me, you're excited for this game. They're doing something that's probably going to be more story.
Yeah, I'm hoping they're going to go return more to form.
Yeah. So that's interesting. I was going to say, like, a fourth one, how do we say, honorable mention?
Yeah.
Surprise for me was the Assassin's Creed game because it's different enough to where I think I would enjoy it, but I'm on the fence because the battle system looked Assassin's Creed-ish, but it looked too I don't know, just hack and slashy where there's no...
that's the way the fighting style, the fighting combat is now.
But anyway, what were your top 3?
Gears of War 5, I'm excited for. The more I think about it, the more I'm excited for Assassin's Creed. And third one would probably be Control. I'm very interested in Control.
Oh, okay. Yeah. That's a good one.
That was a nice surprise. So.
But the thing is, there wasn't enough to tell me more what it is. It just intrigues me.
I mean,
because
it showed me
cool.
more than Metroid Prime and Death Stranding.
Least favorite games.
So
top three. Least favorite games. I'm gonna say.
No, I mean it's hard because I'm not gonna play them all. So and it's all just like demos. So like things that I think like honestly some of the PlayStation stuff that they showed have gotten me less excited for some of their games in some regard.
Biggest disappointment.
The Halo thing.
Halo.
Yeah, the announcement without anything.
Okay.
Because like I figure that's something that if you're gonna announce something, you have to show it.
Mm-hmm.
Like I thought they weren't gonna make the same mistake as they did with like the poncho.
I agree.
Trailer.
Actually, you know what? I was Halo because I was very much looking forward to what the next one was gonna be. Yeah, actually, because I was like Death Stranding, but I had no interest of that game. Anthem, it's to the point now when these games come out, like AAA games sort of thing, where it's like there's so much hype, and then the game's not as good as the hype, stuff like that. So really, I'm not really into a game until I hear it's good from people.
Yeah, or reviewers.
Yeah. So, like God of War, it looked fine. I was avoiding most of it just because I don't want any spoilers, but I wasn't hooked until pretty much everyone was saying it was good. Like you were saying how great it is. So then I'll go get it. Like you could have showed it off at any E3 you wanted to or whatever presentation. It won't get me excited till I hear how good it is because that's just the times we live in.
That's the way it should be. To the point
where they hype games up now.
Yeah.
And when people get them, they're crap.
Mm-hmm.
Not all the time, but I'm just saying, like, sometimes that happens. Sometimes the games are released and are not finished.
That's how marketing works.
So, really, to me, it all comes down to when that happens. So, when Halo, I was expecting more to hear it. They didn't show anything. They had the trailer. Okay. It looked like a remaster of, like, Halo 1 or something like that, like the environment. So, for them to say it's a sequel really kind of confuses me more.
That's why I'm just, like I said, I think that's the biggest disappointment. We didn't get anything more.
Yeah. And, but that was the biggest disappointment there. What was we did the conferences and stuff like that. So, yeah, I mean, that's pretty much it, I guess. We wrapped it up.
Wrapped it up.
It was E3's still going on. Floor demos and stuff like that.
Yep.
But as far as the announcements goes, everything's pretty much out in the open now. So, yeah. What did you think of E3? What were your favorites? What were your least favorites? What was your heart-crushing disappointment? Was it Death Stranding? I bet you some people...
Anybody that went in there thinking that they were going to get something amazing from Death Stranding or just...
That's a game that's going to be swallowed up by hype.
That's a whole nother conversation.
I think that game's going to... Right now, it's going to be a horrible game.
We'll see.
No one's going to want to play it.
I don't think that's but
anyway, so yeah, that was our E3 post-game stuff podcast. Thank you.
You're welcome.
This was that's not what I want. There it is. This was episode 53. I hope you enjoyed the ride. We talked a lot of stuff for a long time. I'm not E3'd out per se, but I am just looking forward to what's next.
Yes.
So, anyway, thanks for watching and or listening. I'm John for Cartridge Blast Gamers.
And I'm Carmine.
Stay awesome. We'll see you next time. And as Bill and Ted always say, be excellent to each other. Peace.